What's up YouTube, how's everyone doing today? This is Everything is Tech here with a speed test between the iMac i7 2011 model and the MacBook Pro 2009 model. Now, just so you know, I actually have the specs running on the screen, and just so you know, the reason I'm doing this video is to show if you really need to upgrade from a previous Core 2 Duo to an i7. I mean, there is a huge amount of improvement, but I mean, is it worth upgrading for, you know, the small difference or the big difference? So I'm going to show you different types of speed tests, like booting the machines up, booting both machines down, importing footage, exporting footage, and I'll have more speed tests in the future. So let's get on to these few things in this video. So the first thing is we're going to be booting both machines down. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the MacBook Pro, hit the shutdown, and go to the iMac, get the shutdown, and I'll just be hitting the button or touching the button or whatever you want to call it on both mouses in 3. Let's get that on the ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see which one boots down first. And look, the MacBook Pro does boot down a little bit quicker, and we'll be waiting for the iMac just a little longer, I believe. The iMac has the little spinning wheel going on. So, okay, and then the iMac boots down. So the MacBook Pro does win in this small duel. Now, just so you know, of course the files aren't exactly the same on both machines, but the file size is almost similar. The MacBook Pro, I think it has about 180 gigabytes of file used on the hard drive, whereas the iMac has about 160-ish, so it is really close. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is booting up both machines. So I have my hand on the power button for the MacBook Pro, and then for the iMac I'm going to hit the power button in 3, 2, 1, and go. MacBook Pro has a screen first, but the iMac does follow in. iMac has the white screen right now, doesn't have the Apple logo, and the MacBook Pro does got the has the Apple logo. And now both machines do have the Apple logo. And both machines also have the spinning wheel too, so that's really great. And it looks like the iMac is gonna boot up just a little faster. Yep, the iMac wins, and let's see how long it takes the MacBook Pro. So I think that's just about done for the MacBook Pro. So it did take the MacBook Pro just about 10-11 seconds longer for it to boot up as compared to the iMac. So the next thing we're going to be doing is importing the same file on both the computers, and the file is about 800 megabytes. It's 17,000 kilobytes per second, and it's 1080p content, 1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. And we're going to be importing both these files in iMovie. So I have my mouses ready, and I'm going to go hit the import in 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm going to take my camera off the tripod. So the iMac shows just about, zoom in just a little bit for that. iMac shows about 17 minutes. I'm not sure if you can see that right, but it's 17 minutes. And it's staying pretty steady. And looking at the MacBook Pro, it's saying about 32 minutes, and it's staying pretty steady. 31, 32. And the iMac, I think, has just made up its mind and staying at 18 minutes. And it looks pretty solid. And the MacBook Pro, I think it's pretty steady on staying at 31 or 32 minutes. So I'll tell you how long it takes for both machines to import the content. So to import the movies for both the computers, it took just about, for the iMac, about 18 minutes. Not bad at all, 18 to 17 minutes. And for the MacBook Pro, it took about 30 minutes, 31 minutes. And to actually process the thumbnails, for the iMac it took about 3 minutes. For the MacBook Pro it took about 7 minutes. So there is a big difference there. So this is the last and final test I'll be doing, and this is exporting both the movies I've actually imported on both the computers, the 1080p content that I recorded from the HDP VR. So I'll be exporting both these files in HD 1080p on both computers, and I'll in the meantime be running Activity Monitor and see what is faster. So I'll let go of the mouse buttons in 3, 2, 1, and go. So both of them are being prepared to be exported, and I'm going to be opening up Activity Monitor. Just go do that, upright. And I'm just going to take my camera out the tripod. So let's go to the iMac first. This is, well, so far right now for the iMac it's showing about 20 minutes to export the actual clip itself. And the Activity Monitor, it's actually not fully at use. It's actually only using about 50%, almost 50%, not even 50%, so that's pretty cool. Going and taking a look at the MacBook Pro. The MacBook Pro is already using just about 60%, almost 60%. It was using 60%. And it's taken about 53 minutes to actually export it. So that is a really big difference. So it took the iMac just about 18 minutes to export the 1080p clip, which is not bad at all, considering the fact that iMovie didn't even use the full 100% of the cores. And that's probably because, you know, iMovie does not support hyperthreading. So if iMovie did support hyperthreading, I'd probably say the 1080p exporting would probably take about 10 minutes, which is not bad at all, considering the fact that the clip was about 9 minutes and 10 seconds. On the MacBook Pro, however, it took quite a bit of time. The iMovie was using about 65%, 70% of the CPU, which is pretty decent, I mean, and it took the MacBook Pro about 55 minutes, 50 minutes to export the full clip, which again is a big difference. So this wraps up my video. Thanks for watching, and also please stay tuned to my channel by subscribing. It really helps me out, and I'll have more videos on the iMac in the future.